Coffee pot. The evacuation story of the coffee pot. Hilma Pääkkönen, the farmer's wife of Kylmä farm, is making coffee in the Matokorpi Metsäkylä. The much-travelled coffee pot can be seen in the picture. The small coffee pot received its first layer of soot in Kilpiniemi, Harvio village, Lumivaara. The coffee pot was constantly in high demand in the old farm kitchen in the Pääkkönen's family home until it found a new place on the stove of the new farm kitchen. When the evacuation journey started after the winter war, the coffee pot naturally followed the family to Simo, Karkkila and Kalajoki before it returned to Harvio. There must have been a real shortage of coffee during the wartime, but nevertheless the pot appeared to provide something refreshing. In the autumn of 1944, the coffee pot was starting yet another evacuation journey, which ended up to Kalajoki. The family Pääkkönen was relocated to a so-called cold farm estate, including an allotment at Matokorpi. Matokorpi was situated outside the village, in the middle of the forest. The fields were so and so, for instance potatoes were grown. Next to the potato field there was a place for the open fire where coffee was being made. The coffee pot was waiting for the next time to serve its users in the location of the open fire, one summer following another. Then something very sad happened. One could not imagine that a grown-up person would be capable of such a deed. Somebody broke the coffee pot. It was impossible that an occasional stray wanderer could have found his way there. One needed to know the location to be able to find the place. The evildoer had fetched a potato hoe from the nearby field and hit the coffee pot with it. Making his point known to the evacuated family must have given satisfaction to whoever did this. Well, the family father had seen worse, such as losing his home district not that long ago. The coffee pot was too valuable to be thrown away. Too many a cupful of coffee had it provided. Whether it be to a silent solitary drinker wandering about the ways of the world, or to a happy gathering of friends. The local Ostrobotnian blacksmith managed to patch the broken walls by welding them using brass and new tin coating inside. The life of the coffee pot continued for many more years. After a good while the coffee pot was once again moving houses, this time towards the south. Over the years the coffee pot has been travelling around all over the south of Finland, at some stage losing its original lid. The design of the replacing lid is the same as that of the original one, although it is not quite as tight. The brass patches have been polished a little. The rest of the patina goes back to the 1950s.